Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Football Companion show. I decided to change the name from Football Talk to Football Companion just because Football Talk sounded a bit generic. So yeah, it's going to be called Football Companion from now on. So for this week, what I'll be doing is picking out the important results that happened over the first weekend of action and then previewing the upcoming fixtures. I'm not going to go into detail on all the fixtures that are coming, just the important games, but I'll be giving my prediction for all the fixtures at the end of it. So to start off, I want to do something different. So yesterday I was flickering through the channels. There was fuck all to watch on the TV. I noticed there was the Singapore-Malaysia game going on. I think it's in the SEA Games group stages. So I very rarely watch local football, like hardly ever in fact. So I decided to just give it a go. And when it comes to local football, there's all this hype, there's all this talk about Fandi Ahmad's children, right? So there's two of them. I think there's three of them actually, but two of them are in the team for this SEA Games. It's Irfan Fandi and Iksan Fandi, if I'm not wrong. I think they both were strikers, but Irfan's been converted to a centre-back for some reason, and I think that is such a terrible idea. Watching this kid defend, I mean, he's got the size, he's got the stature, but he does not have the brain of a defender. I mean, he was jumping into challenges, he was dilly-dallying on the ball, he was giving it away cheaply. I mean, two or three occasions he just launched the ball forward to no one at all. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to play him centre-back. I don't know if it's a case of we have to get Fandi Ahmad's kids in the team somehow, so we'll accommodate them at the expense of the team. I'm not sure, but yeah, man, I don't see a good reason that he's playing centre-back at all. The younger one, Iksan, didn't have a good game, but there was absolutely no service to him. The midfield lacked so much creativity. Adam Swandi didn't start for some reason. I think he's got a injury of some sort. I'm not too sure he was on the bench. I rate him as a player, obviously. He's a phenomenal player, but yeah, the Fandi kids, man, I don't know if it's just hype or they just had a bad game, but yeah, I thought I'd just start off there for something different because this is the first time I'm actually watching them play. This is the first time I'm watching them. I've seen snippets, but I've never seen like a whole game of them. So yeah, that's the first time and wasn't impressed at all. Although both of them are miles better than me, I have to say. But anyway, so going into last week's results, so I thought I'd just pick out two or three like interesting results that happened last week. So starting off with Liverpool, yeah. So if you want to talk about bad defending, no better team encompasses it than Liverpool. I mean, the defending on show at Vicarage Road, absolutely shocking. From the first goal, I think within the first 20 minutes, Watford scored. What a shambles! I know it's a great delivery from the corner kick, but the marking, and everyone wants to blame zonal marking as the cause for Liverpool's frailties at the back, but it's just not the case. Rafa Benitez did it so successfully during his time at Liverpool. It's all about how you implement the system, and Liverpool are not doing that to any effect whatsoever. How can you have Firmino marking the tallest guy, one of the tallest guys in their team? I mean, how did anyone think that was a good idea? No leadership at the back, no one's telling someone to pick up their man, and just because you're marking a specific zone, which is the case for zonal marking, doesn't mean you just switch off when the opponent runs into another zone. You have to tell someone else to pick him up, or you have to switch zones, whatever it takes. So Liverpool just at the back, absolutely shambolic. So it was 1-0, they got back to 1-1, great goal from Mane, good football play. We know Liverpool can play attacking football, they just can't defend. So that was good to see Mane getting back on the score sheet, especially after injury. And then almost immediately, I mean, must have been like 2 minutes or 3 minutes at the most, another shambolic display at the back. Moreno, no man's land. Henderson, not sure what he's doing. He can't play as a number 6, that's for sure. So much space on the right hand side. Tom fucking Cleverley, of all people, gets in behind. Crosses it in. I know Trent Alexander-Arnold tries to clear it, but went to ricochet off a Liverpool, I think it was Lovren, and into the path of the Watford player, just tapped it in. So it's 2-1, going into the break. Disjointed half. Coming out, we played a bit better in the second half. We got a penalty early on from Salah getting taken down by the keeper. Scored that. Firmino then chips him for the third goal. And actually Salah scored the third goal, but Firmino chipped the keeper in the build-up to that. So 3-2, I was thinking, okay, great, just hold on here. Keep the ball. No hurry, no rush, no panic. But of course, Liverpool go and fuck it up yet again. From a 93rd minute corner, the ball it's not even a good ball. Like the first goal, fair enough, great ball. The third goal, it was straight at Wijnaldum and he just ducks. He just ducks under the ball, and ricochets in the box. Whatever goes through Mignolet. Mignolet should do better actually, and just Yeah, 2 points thrown away just like that. And how Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have not signed a centre back yet, I have no idea. They're putting all their eggs into the Van Dijk basket, and right now, if that doesn't come off, we are fucked. I mean, Lovren at the back, even Matip isn't a top class centre half. He's average at best, but average is better than Dijon Lovren. And yeah, we need a centre back desperately. How Moreno went from being bombed out, a midfielder playing his position last season, to now starting for us is incredible. So yeah, if Liverpool don't sign a centre back and a left back actually, or they have signed a left back Robertson, but they're not playing him for some reason. So they don't sign a centre back this season. Yeah, I worry about our top four status, that's for sure. So another interesting result was Chelsea versus Burnley. I think it was 3-2. Yeah, it was 3-2. Crazy game, crazy first half. So Cahill goes lunging in. I didn't really think it was a red card, to be honest. I think that was a bit harsh. He was late. It was a bit high, but there was no malicious intent, I don't think. So yeah, so Cahill gets sent off and just goes tits up for Chelsea after that. Burnley raced into a lead. They kept pushing forward, kept pressurizing. Fair play to them, they didn't sit back. They got their second and then they got their third. So 3-0 at halftime. I'm sure Conte had a few choice words for the players second half. I know they were 10 men down, but their overall play was just so bad. And it only changed after Morata came on, which is the only positive I think Chelsea can take from this. He took his goal really well. I mean, Luis scored a second, and there was a bit of hope towards the end that they might get an equaliser, but it didn't come to fruition. So for Chelsea, I mean, all is not well. Conte clearly wants more signings, hasn't gotten the backing of the board this season. If you remember correctly, in June, I think it was, he threatened to walk if he didn't get signings. There were rumours, at least, of that happening. Ended up signing a contract extension. People thought that would mean more signings, and it did happen. They got Rudiger, they got Bakayoko, and they got Morata, but he still feels they are 3 or 4 signings short. So yeah, if Chelsea don't bolster their squad, remember the amount of players they have on loan is, I think, about 19 players on loan or something like that. Something crazy like that. So yeah, they need to bolster their squad for sure. It's looking thin at the moment. Rumours that they're going after Ross Barkley. Danny Drinkwater is the prime centre mid target. I don't see how he starts. I think that would be just as a squad option because Bakayoko and Kante are definitely going to be their midfield pairing going forward. I think Bakayoko is out injured right now. But yeah, and then I think Chamberlain is another one that they want to play in the Victor Moses position. That would be a good signing if they get him. Right now, can't see Arsenal letting him go at this stage, but we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, all is not well at Chelsea, but I mean, you hear people saying, oh, there's no way they're going to challenge for the league because they lost their first game. Absolute horseshit. It's just one game. They had 10 men for majority of the game. I'm sure we'll see a better Chelsea as the season progresses. Remember last season, they didn't have the best of starts. I know they beat West Ham in the first game, but they lost to Liverpool and Arsenal back-to-back, I think, in the early stages, and they still recovered. They went on some mammoth 13-game run. So it's possible that they get back into the title frame. But yeah, all is not well. I think they need 3, maybe 4 more signings. Not for the first team per se, but just to bolster the squad. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. So those are really the only 2 interesting fixtures or results I thought that happened over the weekend. The rest were pretty expected. Arsenal-Leicester was 4-3, but Arsenal didn't have any of their first choice centre-backs, I don't think. So yeah, good that they got the win in the end. So for this weekend, let's look at the fixtures. Yeah, there are 2 big games actually. One is Spurs-Chelsea, the other is Man City-Everton. So Spurs-Chelsea at White Hart Lane. Oh, well, it's going to be Wembley for this season because they're obviously building a new stadium. So Spurs' first game at Wembley in the Premier League, we know they did very, very poorly in the Champions League last season, playing at Wembley. The thing about White Hart Lane, apart from the atmosphere, which is amazing, is that the pitch is a bit constricted. And so when Spurs play their high-pressure football, I think it does have an effect on teams. Like, there's so little space. So we'll see how they cope with a wider pitch. Didn't do well in the Champions League, as I said. We'll see. But Spurs against Newcastle, I was watching them, and they weren't amazing, but they're just so defensively solid. Like they just don't let any errors at the back. Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Dyer. I mean, that's such a good defensive system, and the way Pochettino has his team set up to play, it's so hard to break down. So yeah, Chelsea will have their work cut out for sure. If I have to give a prediction on this one, tough one. I think Morata will start for Chelsea. He has to after his impressive cameo. So Morata will start. I could see this being a draw simply because it's Spurs' first game at Wembley in the league. I think it's a new environment, new adjustments to be made. They didn't do well. I don't think they didn't do well last season in Champions League, like I said. So I don't think they'll go in with the greatest amount of confidence playing at Wembley. Chelsea, we know, are off the back of a defeat, can't afford to lose another game. So yeah, I think they'll set up not to lose Chelsea. And Spurs, the onus will be on them to push forward. I see this being not a 0-0, but definitely a draw. I'm leaning towards anyway. If there's going to be a winner, I'm going to have to pick Spurs, obviously, because Dele Alli started the season strongly. Harry Kane had one or two chances. Harry Kane, surprisingly enough, I don't think he scored in August, which is an interesting stat, especially if you have him in your fantasy team like me. I didn't know that when I put him in at the time, so yeah, that's a regret. But yeah, so I see this being a draw. The other big game is actually on Monday night. Yeah, Monday night, Tuesday morning, 3 a.m. Singapore time. It's Man City Everton at the Etihad. Man City, man, they're looking so impressive. I mean, they made so many signings to what was an already decent squad. The only thing they're lacking maybe is a centre half, but if you can get company fit and running, I mean, they're sorted in that department as well. So yeah, Everton, they signed Sigurdsson this week. I'm not sure if he's ready to play for this game. I mean, if he is, great signing by the way. I know the price tag seems a bit overpriced, but in this market, I mean, 45 million for a player who delivers season after season, assists and goals, great set piece taker, be a huge asset for Everton. Only thing missing from their squad, I think, is a pacey striker. I mean, they signed Sandro. Rooney probably won't be playing week in, week out, I don't think. Or even if he does, he can drop deeper a bit. He's not going to be the focal point up front, so I think they're missing a striker, but they've made some excellent signings this season, and Sigurdsson to add to that. So yeah, great transfer window for Toffees. At least one club on Merseyside is doing well in the transfer window anyway. So yeah, for this one, I think while Everton do have a good team, I think this will be a bit too much of a test for them. I've got City in this game, and I've got City by 2 goals actually. I'm going to go with 3-1 in this game. So just let me run through the other fixtures and just give you a score prediction. So first, early kickoff, Swansea versus United. Yeah, United also looked pretty impressive against West Ham. Lukaku, 2 goals on his debut, bodes well. I'm going for 3-1 to United in this fixture. Swansea just lost their best player. Yeah, I think confidence won't be at the highest. They've got a good manager, but United have too much firepower for me. So 3-1 to United. Bournemouth, Watford. Watford, they played Liverpool last weekend. Defensively, they were so bad. Yunus Kabul still playing at centre-back. I never rated him even at his time at Spurs. I don't rate him now. I think Watford will concede goals. I could see this being a 2-1 to Bournemouth. Yeah, I think it'll be 2-1 to Bournemouth. Burnley, West Brom. If there's one fixture I wouldn't want to watch this weekend, this would be it. 2 extremely organised managers defensively. We know Burnley was so strong at home last season. West Brom rarely give anything away under Tony Pulis. So I'll go 1-1 in this game. 1-1. Leicester versus Brighton. What a start for Leicester last season. For Leicester last week, sorry. 3 goals at the Emirates. Didn't get the victory though. Interesting one. I'm gonna go for. I'll go for Leicester win. I'll go for Leicester 2-1. 2-1 to Leicester. Next, Liverpool against Crystal Palace. Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace last season. Crystal Palace have a knack for beating us actually at Anfield. I think it's 2 seasons in a row right now that they've beaten us 2-1 at Anfield. But coming off the back of a victory in the Champions League qualifiers, confidence should be getting back to Anfield. Liverpool. The only thing that worries me is the defense. Benteke is playing. I know Zaha is out for Crystal Palace, which is great for Liverpool. Liverpool definitely score. I'm sure they'll concede as well. I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. Next game is Southampton, West Ham at St. Mary's. Southampton, West Ham, so much hype going into the season and they got annihilated by United, but that can happen to anyone. So I wouldn't read too much into that. Southampton under new management. Van Dijk's still not playing. I know they're hoping to get centre back in, but that won't be in time for this fixture. I think I fancy West Ham actually to upset Southampton here. I'm going 2-1 West Ham, Chicharito to get the score sheet. Late kickoff on Saturday is Arsenal versus Stoke at the Bet365 Stadium. Now, everyone keeps thinking that Stoke are like intimidating at home, but that's no longer the case, especially not under Mark Hughes. I know under Tony Pulis they were such a pain to play against with Rory Delap with long throws. They will launch the ball in at every opportunity. That I think Kenwyne Jones was playing up front. That was such a handful. But this new Stoke side, they're not very physical. They just signed Jesse Rodriguez, great signing, but like I said, you can see a change in direction at Stoke. They're going for the more nimble, technical players. You know, your Shaqiri, your Efele, your Jesse Rodriguez, Joe Allen. So there's clearly a change in direction there, which suits the bigger teams going to Stoke, because when you play against a side that wants to play football, you know, generally there's more space for you to play. So I think Arsenal did well there last season. I recall it towards the end of last season. So I'm going Arsenal 2-1 in this game. Next is Huddersfield versus Newcastle. What a start for Huddersfield last weekend. 3-0 to Crystal Palace. They were great to watch in the Champions League. Great football. I think their manager was Jurgen Klopp's best man at his wedding. I know they're very close. Newcastle did well against Spurs until Shelvey got sent off stupidly. That wasn't a great result. 2-0 lost at home last week. I think this will be a draw. I'm going 1-1. So yeah, last result or last two games are the ones I already previewed: Spurs, Chelsea, Man City, Everton. Like I said, I fancy Spurs and Chelsea to draw, probably 1-1, and I fancy Man City to beat Everton. So yeah, that's all for this week. So if you enjoyed that at all, or even if you didn't, just like it. Doesn't take much to like a video. Just like it, share it, comment, give me abuse, whatever you want. Everything's welcome. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back next week for the Football Companion episode 3. Hopefully I'll get a guest with me. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it plays out. But thanks, guys, for watching. Take care, have a good weekend, and enjoy the footy.